Hey, I'm Temudo. I'm in Riga with the Phenomenon crew. I'm gonna get an interview right now, so stay tuned for the questions.
Temudo is one of the leading names in today's techno scene, a producer and DJ from Portugal, known for his clean, powerful sound and deep connection to rhythm. He's part of the Haze Collective, a group that's been shaping the modern techno sound across Europe. His sets bring precision and emotion together, raw, driving, and honest. In this talk, we get closer to the person behind the music, his childhood memories, what inspires him, creativity and community. Phenomenon.
So I grew up around music. My dad founded a radio in my hometown, and my mom is a music lover, so I grew up with a lot of music at home. My uncles offered me CDs on Christmas and as birthday gifts, so music always had this beautiful role. Of course, when I was a kid, I used to love Backstreet Boys, for example, or Queen. And then as a teenager, I started to go for Offspring and then Limp Bizkit and entering the new metal thing and grunge and then playing the guitar. So yeah, it started like this, but in my house there was always plenty of music and we would talk about music a lot of times. So yeah, it was already there. So they noticed that I was starting to play guitar a lot. I asked them to be in a proper music school, so I went to a jazz school in my hometown, a really good music school back then. And then I told them that I wanted to have a degree on sound, so it was all of a natural process. Of course, that my first years as a DJ, I struggled a lot because the scene in Portugal was, of course, hard, and especially the drum and bass scene, because I started as a drum and bass artist. So, of course, there was a lot of doubts, and sometimes they kind of discouraged me in a way to pursue this career. But yeah, they were also unsure if this would work or not, so no regrets on that, of course. But eventually, when they started to see some results, they were super supportive. And yeah, eventually things went well, so they're super proud nowadays. My music is the sum of my experiences, and of course, since an early age, because all of that background matters. I think that the fact that I also grow up listening some alternative rock and some metal and some grunge, I think there was already some dissonance in these styles, also a bit in jazz. Even that I can't say that I was a huge jazz listener, but it also played some roles on that because I also studied jazz and a bit of dissonance there. I can talk about a melodic background and also with some dissonance, and then I went to the drum and bass thing, so the bass music also played a role. So all of this shaped my sound and shaped my identity, and of course shaped what I'm trying to say with my music. And of course, my aim is that who listens to my music can hear my inner self, if that's possible. In the last couple of years, I like direct ideas on music. I play tracks that are not like that in my DJ sets, but my music is like that. I like a clear idea, a clear rhythmic or melodic idea that is straight up to the listener. And yeah, of course, once again, dissonance plays a big role in my expression. So actually, my father, at least like one time a year, he comes to one of my raves, usually at Basilar Festival or some festival in Portugal. My mom went too as well a couple of years ago. My father judges me a lot. He pays a lot of attention to the mixes, so if I kind of fail a bit, he's always on top of me. It's a bit annoying sometimes, but yeah, as I said, they're super proud nowadays that all things turned out. So I think every producer deals with this in a different way. I think for me, it is really, really, really important to make music let it breathe for a couple of days, and then decide what to do. Most of my tracks in the last years, I pay a lot of attention and I give a lot of hours to them. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you cannot sit in the studio and do a track in 2 hours. You can, it happened to me, not many times, definitely. You can, it's possible. But sometimes from conversations I have, I feel that people are behaving sometimes a bit like a factory. Oh, I did 5 tracks last week. I did this, I did that, and I think it's good to slow it down because I truly think that a good track is more important than 100 mediocre tracks. And it's not that difficult to put some drums together and make something that people dance. But doing something more meaningful, I think it's way you have to dedicate and to develop your own method of work to achieve that distinct kind of idea that can defines you and can say something to the people, and especially that can hold the test of time. So of course I'm not saying that my model is right, but I'm just saying that for me is a hard process to know when a track is done, and it takes time, and sometimes I take like 50 hours around the track or so until it gets until the point that I think, okay, this is good. I used to have a studio, but since 2019 I started to make music only with headphones. I think that's the best thing I ever did, honestly. And I started to work at home. I really like the comfort of home, and I like the fact that I'm a chaotic person, so I like the fact that I don't have to go specifically to a place to make music. I just can randomly do it, whether it's midnight, whether it's 9 a.m., whether it's 6 p.m., whatever. So I don't have a regular studio day, but if you hear a track of mine, imagining me seated with some headphones with my cats around me, sometimes I have to, they're fighting and I have to go there, or they're crying and I have to go grab a chair so they can sit next to me. It's a bit random, but of course Ableton-focused sessions. I also do a lot of music on the planes, on the hotels, a bit all around. I found inspiration in life generally, of course, but a lot in art. I can go and watch a movie that really inspired me to make music, or I can see an image that I feel connected, but mostly movies inspire me a lot, or books, of course, when I read something that really touches me. Yeah, but a bit art all around, of course. When I try to do something specific, I always end up doing something else, because my process is 200% experimental. I'm developing methods, and I'm generating ideas, and then I pick the direction that I found most interesting. But I can say that I already did music on some lower moments of my life, after a breakup, for example. For example, I remember making a track called Float Here Forever, and that was after a breakup, and I was really sad, and that track really has a really kind of melancholic, in a way, melody, and melancholic and kind of evil melody, let's put it this way. That was a specific time where I think my emotions really translated into music. But as I said, my process is experimental, so most of the times I'm just creating things and seeing what happens. I truly believe that if the world leaders were ravers, I mean, there wouldn't be wars, there wouldn't be extreme religion, because dance floors, people are really celebrating through music, and that's a beautiful ritual. I think it's a ritual that it's with the humankind for ages. So for me, it's a sacred thing, definitely. It has this almost metaphysic kind of thing where people are really united through music, through the same rhythm, like a heartbeat. It's beautiful. For me, one of the most important things. That's why I am doing this. Haze for me, it was a lot of things. It was where I kind of grew up as well as an artist, because it was when I met those guys that I kind of started to look in techno with the different perception, and they showed me the faces of techno that I'm playing and making today. So I'm super grateful for that. And Haze, it's been a long way, you know, it's 8 or 9 years now, 8 I think. It also shows that people can be together in music and act in a democratic way, deciding things, and sometimes you have to give, or sometimes you have to make space for others' opinions and others' visions, even that you're not already understanding them. But you kind of have to learn to trust, and you also have to learn to give your opinion when you really feel it. So yeah, it was a personal grow, it was musical grow, and of course career-wise as well, as we all trying to help each other career-wise. So yeah, it's Haze is my life as well.